Jessica with Pull Through Sights, and I am in the camper today and I am testing some recipes. So if you saw one of our last videos, you know that one of my favorite meals when we're camping is a breakfast hash. And I call it a breakfast hash. You can call it whatever you want. Maybe it's a breakfast bowl to you. I don't know. But it's basically potatoes, some kind of meat, whether that's bacon or sausage, and then just nice runny eggs on top that run down all of it. That's the basic hash. That's just a hash that we'll do, quick and easy weekend. But what I want to show you today is kind of a kicked up version of that. So in my electric skillet, I have getting warm with a little bit of oil, and I'm going to add just a pound of regular pork sausage to it. I usually just do the mild flavor, but you can definitely do spicy if you like that. This hash will actually have a little bit of a kick, so don't go too spicy. So with that, and you're just gonna brown that up. I went ahead and cut up an onion. This is just one onion diced up. I prep it before we come and I throw it in the refrigerator. Then I don't have to do anything while we're camping. Everything's already prepped. Same thing with an apple. So I have one whole apple here, and I cut up some of it, and I'm going to cut up the rest of it while my sausage is cooking. And this is our spice drawer in the camper. So we have all kinds of different spices, but I don't always have everything I want for certain recipes. So one thing that I like to do before we come is I'll just make a quick little baggie. This is just a little sandwich bag, and I put all of the spices for this recipe in here. So there's salt and pepper, there's cinnamon, there's garlic, there's nutmeg, there's ginger, there's some sage, and that's all that's in there. I didn't have any rosemary in the house, but I knew I had it in the camper, so I'm going to add some rosemary to that as well. So you can use bacon or sausage for this recipe. And what I love about this electric skillet is, Russ, how long have we had this? I think we've had this since we got married. We've been married almost 13 years. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure this was a wedding gift for us. We've had this that long. And it's awesome. But what I like is this oblong shape. And I don't know if you can zoom in and get a good look at it, but the oblong shape allows you to cook stuff on one side and then have the whole other side to still cook. And then I'm going to drop my onions in there. And let that cook up. And then I'm also, again, I'm going to trim down just a little. And then I'm also going to drop my apples in there. So I want these two things to really, really cook together and get soft and kind of caramely. I like that. So we're going to get those cooking. And again, because of this oblong electric skillet, I got my sausage going over here, and I've got my other stuff going over here. Go move to the middle, and then I'm going to add my sweet potatoes. All right, so all those are in. I'm going to just smush them down, and then I'm going to throw the lid on, let all that cook and get nice and soft, and then I'll mix it all together. All right, so I've let my sweet potatoes cook for a little bit. They're getting pretty soft. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to just combine everything in my pan. So give everything a good big stir, get it all combined and mixed up. Sausage, apple, onion, sweet potato. Like I said, this is a pretty big batch of this hash, so we'll have plenty of leftovers. So after you get everything all mixed up, now it's time to add spices. So like I said, I mixed everything up in my baggie before we came. So this is salt, this is pepper, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, sage, and some garlic. So I'm going to just take this and dump it over everything. If you keep keep watching these videos and how I cook, or you check out my sister company, Sage Root Nutrition, you will learn that I don't really measure anything. I go by taste. And then I'm going to add a little bit of my rosemary that I had in the camper. All right. So again, give all that a good stir, get everything combined. Oops, don't let any fall out. All right, I'm gonna pop the lid back on. I'm gonna let that cook just for a couple more minutes, get those potatoes nice and soft, and then we'll crack our eggs and get the breakfast bowl going. All right, so I've let my potatoes mixture cook. It's getting really soft, so now I'm gonna cook my eggs. At this point, you may need to add just a little bit more oil to your pan, depending on your pan. So I'm gonna crack 3 eggs. Rusty's a big guy, he's gonna eat a lot. And my theory is it's okay if everything runs together because it's gonna be a hash bowl anyway. So if you get a little bit of egg down in your mixture, that's okay. Again, depending on how level you are with your camper will depend on where your oil goes in your pan. And so I always move it around just a little bit. So while those eggs are cooking, I'm gonna get our bowl going. Like I said, Rusty's a big guy, so we got a big bowl. So I'm gonna scoop some of my hash in there. Probably should have used the spatula. That would have been easier, right? You all can't see Rusty, but he's got a smirk on his face. Like I said, we'll have plenty of leftovers. So that's how I like my hash bowl, just all together. Sweet potatoes, onions, apples, ready to go. Let these eggs cook up. Rusty likes his eggs pretty runny. Well, the yolk anyway. So, I will admit he taught me this trick whenever we got married. Actually, probably only like 2 years ago. You turn your skillet off when you flip. Then the whites will just get hard and then your eggs will still be runny. So I'm gonna let that cook for just a second, and I'm gonna top them on my bowl. Our breakfast hash bowl, ready to go, and here's the best part. Crack into that sucker and look at it all just run, all gooey down the sides. And you just gobble that all up. So hey, thanks for having breakfast with us this morning. We have plenty of leftovers of our breakfast hash. I will gladly send you the recipe and all the variations that we can do with it, and hopefully you enjoy this on your next camping trip. Hey, and stay tuned for our next vlog where we're going to be doing our chili.